Some people are extremely entitled, turning regular police encounters into an absolute nightmare.
Get your f***ing hands off me!
From an entitled citizen who tried attacking a police officer to an entitled teen who thought he could fight a police officer, this is the ultimate compilation of citizen entitlement, starting with the shocking case of Sarah Bofferding.
No! Let go of me!
On July 4th, an off-duty officer spotted a woman named Sarah acting erratically. Apparently, she was walking into moving traffic and yelling at passing cars, and she'd stolen groceries from a nearby convenience store. Officers decided to stop her for a welfare check.
Stop! 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 Okay?
Take your hands off me!
Just stop. Stop.
I wasn't at Quick Trip and I didn't steal anything.
Okay. We got multiple calls about you on the north side.
Let go of my hands now.
I'm not going to do that.
You have no right to touch me.
Yes, I do.
Sarah seemed immediately defensive and began to walk faster as soon as she noticed the cops. She was also carrying a case of beer, but dropped it on the ground as soon as the cops questioned her. If she had paid for this, she'd have no reason to quite literally run away from it and leave it behind. So it's already obvious to the cops that they've got the girl they're looking for.
You're being detained.
For what?
I already explained it. Theft. We have a couple.
For what?
A couple damage complaints.
I never stole anything.
Okay. Take your push right now.
No!
Yeah.
Let go of me!
Stop.
Let go!
Stop. I believe it a nuisance level at this point.
Yeah.
For what? I seriously,
We've got
they
at
dropped...
least 3 or 4 investigations involving you going on right now.
The cops have notified Sarah that she's being detained, but she's locking her arms to prevent them from doing this. There's no reason for her to be this defensive, and she's only making things worse. And what she tries next is nothing short of hysterical.
You have one chance.
Okay,
You have
sir.
2 seconds.
Stop.
2 seconds.
Unlock your arm.
Unlock your arm so I can
No,
get your backpack out.
explain what I
cut it
did.
off.
Otherwise, I'll just cut it.
We're just gonna ruin it.
Let go of my backpack now.
Let me see if
Want us
you
to
can
cut
get
it?
that.
1,
Unlock your arm.
2,
Sarah.
3. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Jeremy.
Why do you always have to be like this?
Sarah tried counting down from 3 as if she was about to put the officers in timeout, but obviously all that happened at the end of the countdown was her being put in cuffs. However, it would have been nice for the cops if she gave them a similar warning for what she did next.
Sarah, you're in custody.
For
I
what?
don't know if anybody can get over to Quick Trip.
So there was a bunch of calls about you breaking people's cars.
Stop. Stop.
Don't
Stop.
kick.
Stop.
Knock it off.
We're going to jail.
Yeah. We're good. We're good.
Thanks,
Sarah, Thanks.
During the scuffle that temporarily disabled this officer's body cam, she tried to pull away from the cops, thrashing around violently and kicking them as much as possible. Eventually, the officers were able to restrain her and get her face down on the ground, but as you may expect, she wasn't particularly helpful with that either.
You ready for charges? Hey, I like your gun.
That's nice.
Let her go now.
No, can't do that. You're under arrest.
Then you're going to be under arrest for illegally touching me and doing nothing. I was walking down the street. Let me go now.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Nope, not doing that.
Take the handcuffs off me. What did I do illegally? What did I do illegal? No, I did not.
Property, resisted
Oh,
arrest. You battered
I
an
did
officer.
not. Take them off.
Okay, we're gonna stand up now, all right? Want to use your legs?
Sarah, come on.
Use your legs, Sarah.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Take them off now.
Stand up.
Liam,
Stand
take
up.
them off. Now.
Strangely, her countdown method didn't work this time either, so instead she resorted to screaming and demanding the cops take off the handcuffs. But it's unlikely she's going anywhere other than the back of that patrol car.
Stand up.
For what?
Sarah, stand up.
No. For what? For
Wanna
what?
get up one arm or get on the other side?
For what?
That's a hat.
Oh, shit.
For what?
Sarah, get in the car.
No, I did nothing to you. Take them off and tell it to me.
We already
what?
explained this a couple times.
For what? For what? You have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. For what? Walking on the sidewalk is not illegal. Take them off.
Stop.
Take them off.
Since Sarah is refusing to go in herself, the cops bring her to a second patrol car where they're able to go around the other side and drag her in. The cops were able to confirm with multiple establishments that this was their girl. As she was taken back to the police station, Sarah still fully believed she'd done nothing wrong and was being treated unfairly.
This is illegal. Walking is... What did I do that was illegal?
Riverside Park and Ramp and Vital Transportation.
Illegal to be arrested.
Any probation?
We didn't arrest you, sir.
Why am I seriously? Walking on the street is not illegal.
Sarah was charged with battery to a police officer, felony bail jumping, and resisting arrest causing injury, as her tantrum did end up causing minor injuries to some of the officers on scene. Thankfully, none of the officers sustained injuries as bad as Sean Malarkey's victim did. Malarkey was arrested for domestic violence after hitting her ex-husband with her car, but when the cops moved in to arrest her, things immediately started to go south.
Yep, step out.
Excuse me.
Step out.
No, excuse me.
Step out.
Sure, hands off of me.
Step out of the car right now.
No.
You're under arrest.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
Malarkey's behavior is erratic and her tones aggressive from the off. Her children are in the backseat of the car, but this doesn't seem to affect how she handles the encounter, and things only get worse.
I will tase you if you don't get out of the car.
You better take your hands off of me right now.
I told you you're under arrest. Get out of the car.
Why?
Because you have a warrant.
I just sent a message and I am... Excuse me.
Get out of the car right now.
No. Did somebody say that you could come into our house?
Asking the cops who gave them permission to enter the property is a common tactic in situations like this one. But for the suspects, the reality is that the police are well within their rights to enter property uninvited so long as they have a warrant. With a second officer's assistance, Malarkey is removed from her car and cuffed. However, this is where things get even worse.
You did this.
No, I didn't do anything.
Andy asked you to come out.
Excuse me?
Andy asked you to get out of the car.
No, Andy yanked me.
I yanked you because I told you you're under arrest and you refused to exit your vehicle.
Are you gonna stand up and be cooperative?
Are you gonna understand that my attorney has filed a motion to quash this? Has filed
we're
a
going out here,
motion
this way.
to quash this.
You hit us, you do anything stupid towards us, and we're adding charges on. If you hit us,
Excuse me?
or anything, let's go.
You've already hit me.
I didn't hit you. I asked you out of the car. I told you you're under arrest. Now you got a whole show for your neighbors here.
Even restrained, Malarkey's attitude does not change at all. The cop then smells alcohol on her breath, which may explain some of the bizarre behavior.
You are a shitty f***ing human being. You throw somebody down in front of their children? What the f*** is wrong with you?
Sit down. I told
You! You piece of shit. You know what? You are the piece of dirt that I wouldn't on if you were on fire.
I smell an odor of alcohol on your breath.
No, that's my
That's your.
I'm on you.
Okay.
She defies the officer's orders and tries to leave the vehicle, then makes a point to single out the cop who initiated the arrest.
Get your phone on.
Get your f***ing hands off me.
We see situations like this often, where a suspect will target one member of law enforcement and use them as a scapegoat. This is typically followed by legal threats, so they're likely targeting the officer they feel they could best build the strongest case against. However, this wouldn't work all too well.
Get your f***ing hands off me.
Cool out. If you keep resisting,
Get your
charge you with that. If you
You know what? I'm gonna charge you with putting your f***ing dirty ass hands on me.
stop moving, let him take off your watch.
Malarkey then goes on to make violent threats to the officers. Pay attention to how quickly she tries to change the conversation after her most extreme threat.
You know what? Do you know what he's done?
Stop kicking us.
I'm gonna kick you right in the f***ing
That's mean. Don't do that.
You are dead.
What's that?
You are getting sued.
No, what'd you say before that?
Face is
You
getting
said I am dead? What do you mean by that?
You are
Elaborate on it if you mean it.
You're getting sued.
She continues making the cops' lives difficult by pretending to have trouble getting out of the car, though it's clear from her movements that she's not actually trying. She blames the tape on her ankles and says it's the cop's fault she tried to kick him.
Put your feet down. Put your feet down there.
It hurts too much. You could just take it off.
Okay, no. No, you're gonna kick it.
No, what am I? I'm a fucking 100 pounds. You think I'm gonna take a 200-pound dude?
Well, you've already kicked at us a lot of times.
Why?
You're not gonna win.
Why?
You're gonna hurt us.
Why? Because that guy right there.
The one you
this-
tried to fight? Okay, Sean, let's go.
Why? Could you ask yourself a question?
Stop, put your legs
Why?
down.
She was charged with aggravated assault of an officer and aggravated DUI. This was her third DUI with a child passenger. Soon after this arrest, she was also charged with endangering the life or health of a child and violation of a bail bond and received a misdemeanor charge for resisting or obstructing an officer. Malarkey clearly had issues, but at least she didn't try to use them to escape her charges like Brittany Scholler did.
You're assaulting me. Get the out of my fucking face, you loser.
On the evening of December 29, 2021, homeowners in La Crosse, Wisconsin heard a loud crash just outside the home. When they went to investigate, they saw their car had been rammed into by a young woman driving a red Chevy. The roads were icy and the skies dark, but something is telling the officers that there was something else at play in this strange accident.
So
I'll let you chat with Officer Lee Baker here.
Who was driving this car?
nobody was driving it. Nobody was driving it.
Hey, Matt.
That's my car.
Smoking. Do you want
She hit
fire
the
for this or no?
car and hit that one into that one.
So who was driving the red car?
I was.
You was? Mind if I talk to you over here?
Yep.
The woman was identified as 27-year-old Brittany Scholler and was easily determined to be the driver at fault in this incident. After all, she rammed into a parked car. Sensing something is off, the cop decides to ask the shaken-up girl a few questions.
Alright, so where are you coming from?
Friend's house.
Friend's house? Alright, what were you doing at your friend's house?
Hanging out.
Hanging out? Okay, have you had anything to drink tonight?
Unfortunately, no.
Brittany is claiming she hadn't had anything to drink, but she's not doing a great job of hiding it. The officer noted that she had glossy eyes, slurred speech, and he could smell alcohol on her. So, as you might expect, the cop asks Brittany to perform a few field sobriety tests. Because of the cold weather, though, he decides to bring her back to the police station and do them there. News she doesn't take well at all.
Alright, so what I want to do is I just want to go back to our station, just run you through some fields, okay? So basically what the fields is, I can kind of smell a little bit of alcohol intoxicants coming from you, okay? I don't want you to do out in the cold, alright? We're gonna go, it's my job. We gotta make smarter decisions when we drive it, okay?
My little brother died 6 months ago. Which is God.
You gotta record soon, we gotta go to the station, okay? You gotta watch my squad, okay?
What the do you guys need from me?
Well, I can smell some intoxicants coming from you, okay?
Brittany is quickly becoming hysterical and making the sobriety tests essentially pointless. What's interesting is this story about her little brother, and especially how she's trying to use it as an excuse to be let go. Since this is so freshly on her mind, it seems as though this is genuinely something bothering her, and for good reason too. And with all the information we have, it also looks like she's using alcohol to forget her woes and take her mind off things. But all this did was just make things a million times worse.
My brother f***ing died.
Okay, so look at this accident and tell me if you could have caused some injury to somebody else.
You're right. So
we're
You're
gonna
right.
walk to this first squad.
You're right. My brother died in a car accident. And I miss him so much. I've already been in jail. Dude, come on. My brother fucking died.
It seems as though Brittany is too drunk to realize that her actions tonight could have been the reason that someone else lost her little brother. What's even sadder is that her brother died by driving drunk himself and crashing with 3 passengers on board, one of whom being Brittany herself. She saw firsthand how dangerous and frankly stupid this crime is, yet decided to do it just 6 months later. Once back at the station, they began the sobriety tests. These take a while, but you really only need to see this part to know how well it went.
What I want you to do is I just want you to follow this finger with your eyes and your eyes only. Do not move your head. Do you understand?
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Just with your eyes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And you open your eyes for me, okay?
No, you already think I'm a piece of shit.
I didn't say that, Brittany.
No, I know that you do. You guys already think I'm a f***ing loser.
No. Brittany, I just want to make sure you're safe to drive and not putting anybody else in danger.
Come on, I can do it again. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I was in ballet, bitches, and also tap dance. So f***ing tell me about it. My little brother died 3 months ago.
No, we're not saying we don't care about that, Brittany.
Well, you know what?
And we can get to talk about that. We just gotta finish these tests and then we'll get out of here.
The next few minutes are more of the same before the cops rightly decide that Brittany is too drunk to have been driving. But this is just the start of the case. As now she's officially been arrested, she decides to start piling on the charges, making everything worse and being downright strange.
I'm gonna fucking let everybody know you guys fucking me over, you fucking pieces of shit. No, you fucking losers. You know, you guys tried to have sex with me, you fucking losers. Yeah, guess what? I have your semen in my
Stop it.
fuck you.
When you have anything in your pockets, I might stick a poke in the hurt.
What do you want out of my pocket? What do you want out of my pocket?
You got anything in your pockets, I might
What the f*** you got in my pocket? Aside from your f***ing semen, you
That's
fucking...
not what we gonna do! We're not gonna be kicking, okay?
No!
Do you understand me?
Brittany, we understand you're going through a lot with what's
You understand I'm going through a lot. A police officer assaulting me.
Brittany, stop.
You're assaulting me. You're assaulting me. Are you serious? What the What the
Brittany, get your foot in the car.
You're assaulting me.
Brittany, get your foot in the car.
You're assaulting.
She's now accusing the cops of assault of numerous kinds, as well as kicking the cops and resisting arrest. She is becoming hysterical, and nothing she's doing is helping her case. Take a look at how she acts when she's reminded again that she's under arrest.
The faster we get this process done, the faster we can call your mom.
For what? What have I done wrong?
You're under arrest for OWI.
For what?
For operating while under the influence. Okay? The faster we get this process done, the faster
Call my mom.
we will call your mom, Brittany, okay? Brittany, there's just some things.
Your f***ing officers trying to f***ing rape me. Are you serious?
It's all been on camera.
F*** that. Get the f*** out of my f***ing face, you piece of f***.
We're not
Get
gonna
the
be
f*** out of my
What we gonna do?
face.
We're not gonna be
You.
not gonna
Get
be
the f*** out of my f***ing face. Get the f*** out of my f***ing face, you loser.
Put your feet
Imagine being a f***ing piece of shit. Get the f***
Her behavior didn't change at all for the rest of the case. She remained uncooperative while getting her blood drawn at the hospital, tried to kick officers and resist back at the station, and the cops even had to remove the chairs from the interview room because she was kicking them around so much. At one point, she even tried escaping the interview room while she was handcuffed.
No, this is not acceptable.
Stop. Take a seat.
Dude, get your hands off of me.
We can't have you walking around. Please stop.
Get your hands off of me.
I don't want you to get hurt.
This is not acceptable.
Stop. I need you to sit down.
Get your hands off of me.
96, 98, you want to come in here?
Brittany was eventually thrown into a cell and charged with felony battery to an officer, disorderly conduct, operating a vehicle while under the influence, and failure to keep a vehicle under control. Her exact sentence is unknown, but somehow, even with all of this strange behavior, she still didn't manage to get the officers as worked up as this entitled woman did.
Stop.
In June of 2020, BLM protests were at an all-time high, and the police felt the need to monitor them and ensure no laws were being broken. During one of these protests in Orlando, an officer noticed a vehicle blocking a lane of traffic with its hazard lights on and decided to pull them over for a chat. This is the strange interaction that followed.
Get out of the car. Do you want to go to jail? Seriously? Either get out of the car or you're going to jail.
Why am I getting out of the car?
We're telling you to get out of the car.
Why am I getting out of the car?
I got it. You're stopped in the middle of the roadway. You're violating a traffic violation. So at this point, you are being detained. Do you understand?
I wasn't doing anything besides
I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. I'm going to ask you to step out of the car.
Tell him to park in front.
Or we're going to remove you out of the car. Your choice. I'm trying to be nice. I have not been disrespectful. Have I?
No, but I don't think I've done anything to be detained for. Do not reach into my car. Do not reach into my car. Stop.
Hey, park the car.
Stop.
Get out of the car.
Oh my God.
Get out of the car. Put your hands behind your back.
Get out of the car.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
Get out of the car.
Put your hands behind your back.
Get out.
Put your hands behind your back.
There was There's an awful lot of debate around these protests and interactions that we won't be going into, but with the phone recording and the immediate refusal of police orders, it's obvious this girl was acting extremely entitled. The cops recognized this immediately and knew that this conversation never goes anywhere, so decided to quickly put an end to it. The issue is the act of breaking the window did look incredibly violent and obviously got all the other protesters pretty riled up.
Can you put that car in park? Put the car in park.
I didn't do anything.
Put it in the car.
What did she do?
Yeah, it was in park.
What did she do?
County Tag 22. We got one detained. If we can get a couple more units for crowd control. County Tag 22. Can you start FD, please? Hispanic
I am
female.
bleeding. I need an
Awake and
ambulance.
breathing.
You guys are literally pissing my pants. I am bleeding. I need an ambulance.
It's gonna be for the 10:15. She's got minor cuts from glass. Relax. Okay, stay in the car. Okay. It is on the way.
What the?
Well, stay in the car.
I need to spit.
Okay.
I have blood in my mouth. Get away from me, okay? Just step away so I can spit. Justin!
Alright, if you're gonna scream and stuff, you will be put in the car. Stop screaming.
Can you just tell my friend to take
Yes,
my car, please?
I will.
You had to break my window, really?
You rolled my arm up in your window.
Because I felt unsafe.
Well,
you
I'm
guys
sorry.
are killing people
I'm
like me.
asking you to
Are
step
you
out.
Serious?
I'm not going to argue with you or I'm going to throw you back in the car. Your choice. You did not get out of the car. You stopped in the middle of the roadway. We asked you to get out of the car.
What is wrong with... You could have taken my eye out.
Or you could have got out of the window, out of the car, none of this would have happened. So you did this to yourself.
The rest of the stop goes pretty much the same way, but there is a hilarious moment later down the line where the cop explains the difference between being detained and being arrested, which stops her in her tracks immediately.
At most, you would have got a verbal warning and you would have been free to drive off. All you had to do was step out of the car.
If I step out of the car,
nothing was going to happen.
You did not tell me that. You said I am being detained. Step out of the car.
Yes.
Why am I being detained? Why are you reaching into my
you
car?
Know, a traffic
I am fearing
stop,
for my life.
A traffic stop means you're being detained. A basic traffic stop. You're not.
I did not know that. You said I am being detained, which is I'm being arrested.
No.
Where
being
am I
detained
going? I am
and
fearing
being
for my
arrested are
life.
two different things. For someone that acts like they know so much, simple stuff. Being detained, when the lights and sirens come on, that means you're physically being detained. You're not free to leave. That does not mean you're under arrest. I would have asked for your driver's license, your registration, your proof of insurance. Once everything checked out, you would have been free to drive off.
She obviously wasn't too happy about that one. Eventually, a medic arrived to check her out and observed that she had a few minor cuts across her face and she was taken to a hospital for treatment. Nothing is known about where the case went from here, but it's presumed that any charges against the woman were dropped and she was let go with a warning as mentioned by the cop. At the end of the day, this girl didn't really commit any crimes. She was just behaving badly and not complying with the police. But what happens if you mix that with one of the most despicable crimes you can commit?
Now you seen the kids in the car left.
On the 21st of August 2021, police were called to a blood bank on a sickening call. A passerby had reported 2 children stuck in the car at the height of the Ohio summer.
213 on the radio. What's the temperature?
You pointed out to me that you seen the kids in the car left. I talked to the little girl. She said she don't know how long she been in here.
Okay.
One is like an infant, probably like 4 or 5. And I think the other one was like 3 or 4.
Okay.
My 3-year-old here was hanging out the car screaming, and then I saw the security guard and I asked him to come outside because this is a serious matter. And I was like, you gotta call the police. This isn't okay.
The cops do what they can to air out the car and keep the kids safe while they wait for their mother to turn up. But while they wait, they get some concerning news from the nurse.
What's your mom's name?
What is it?
Tamisha.
Tamisha. Yep. She was a new donor too. She's been in here for at least 2 hours. I knew.
She's been there for a long period of time?
Yep. Long time.
Like what, 4 hours?
At least 2. I can find out the start time if that's something you need.
It turns out she'd been in the building for even longer than 2 hours. It's 11:10 now, but she'd been inside since 7:30 that morning, leaving the kids to fend for themselves in the extreme heat of the car for almost 4 hours. When she finally showed up, though, she of course had a very different story to tell.
How long have you been in there? It's only been like an hour and a half. Like, it hasn't been that long. Ma'am, okay.
An hour and a half to get from around the car. Hey, Lab, I'm gonna see when she checked in.
So she's been checked in with us since 7:30 a.m.
7:30 a.m. Okay.
Oh my God, Lord Jesus.
It's getting really warm out here now.
It's really hot.
And it'll
And
about.
look, the baby's dressed in pants and long sleeves.
Been here since 7:30. Been here since 7:30.
The nurse put into words what everyone was thinking. This is a nightmare scenario and a horrifying example of parental negligence, and things just keep getting worse.
What happened to her arm? Why is her arm in a bandage?
She burnt her arm
Okay.
last week.
How?
She got to the arm while I was running, and I tried to wait for like a hot second, and she hasn't got to the arm.
Okay, did you go to the hospital for that?
No, it was just that bad when I had, when I had a team. So I put ointment on it, like under the counter ointment, and then counteracted. That's all I wanted to do.
Okay, I'm just gonna check it. Okay, I just want to make sure it's unaffected.
So, Misha, however, we received a 911 call stating that the vehicle was turned off with the windows up and the kids. Hey, can you come here? Do me a favor. Start reaching in the vehicle.
I'm trying to charge it so I can call.
Okay. The windows was rolled up.
Yes, ma'am.
And the kids are here alone.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
We come here. However, they were unable. People were here, bystanders were able to, open the door, give the kids some water. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
However, this is serious. This is severity crime. Okay. You can't just leave the kids in the car unattended. All right. The car was not on.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't leave it on.
Yeah. I mean, it's hot outside. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you mean to? Okay.
Even if it was on, people can take your children.
Yeah.
They can take your car.
Yeah.
And it's like near 85 degrees outside. Inside that car heats up very fast. And children at a young age are they're easily raise their temperature level.
All right, so I'm gonna go talk to my surgeon here. We're gonna discuss how we're gonna proceed. We're gonna go to the hospital, get the kids checked out. I'm gonna notify Child Family Services. All right, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay.
It's crazy that the cops should even have to explain this to the mother of not just one, but 2 kids. And even worse, she's crying as though she didn't expect this to happen. And it seems she especially wasn't expecting this.
Are you pregnant or postpartum?
No.
Go put your hands behind it. We're just detaining you right now, all right?
I'm
Put your hands behind
being
your back.
detained?
Yes. Put your hands together like you're praying. Like you're praying. There you go.
Don't see my baby.
Yeah, stand by, all right? Hold on.
She's placed in the back of a patrol car while they wait on the medics to make sure the kids are all right. For the record, the windows on the patrol car were rolled down. The woman was hit with a charge of endangering children, but little else is known about what happened to her or her kids. But obviously, it isn't just women that can cause such concerns for the cops. There are many cases of entitled men too, and often they can be much more violent.
Dude, you want to have a gunfight? Do you?
On June 10th, 2023, a Florida deputy pulled over this motorcyclist for not wearing eye protection while riding. However, just seconds into the stop, he realizes this isn't going to be a simple one as the rider becomes immediately aggressive.
Come here. Listen, don't with me, bro.
I'm not f***ing with you.
What am I doing wrong?
You have your driver's license?
Hey,
careful. You
don't
okay?
careful me, man.
You fell over.
Yeah, you pulled me over.
Give me your driver's license.
For what? What did I do wrong?
Charlie 22, send me a second.
Yeah, Charlie 9.
The cop wisely radios in for a second unit just 30 seconds into the stop. The rider is clearly amped up and doesn't look as though he's going to make this easy for the cop. And just seconds later, he's shown exactly why he needs backup.
I need your driver's license.
Hell no! I need your driver's license.
Sir.
Dude, don't with me.
I'm not with you, sir.
Where's my phone? Y'all having a good night? Not yet, dude. He's looking for you.
I need your driver's license, please.
Dude, I'm not giving one to you. I don't need one for this thing. You, I'm leaving.
No, you're not.
What do you mean I'm not?
Back
You
up.
work for me.
Back
You
up
back
from me.
up, dude. Don't do that. Where's my phone?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back right now.
Stun me, bro.
Turn around and put your hands behind your
I
back.
dare you to do it. All
Turn
these
around.
people watching. What are you, a rookie?
Turn around, put your hands
You know
behind
who
your
I
back.
am, bro?
After the man claims that he's going to leave, the cop has no choice but to handcuff and detain him to prevent him from driving away. But as you can tell, this is going to be a little harder than he expected.
Put your hands behind your back. You work for me. Fuck you mean?
Hey, Tony, you're right next to me over at the ocean.
Bro, you're fucking up right now.
Shop. Can you have him come over?
What are you, a little? You got
Go.
little?
You are under arrest.
For what?
Turn around, place your hands
What
behind
did
your
I
back.
do wrong?
Turn around, place your hands behind your back.
Hell no.
Up to this point, the cop and the suspect have been going around in circles. The only way out is to wait for backup to arrive, because there's no way this guy is giving up anytime soon. However, things change very quickly from this moment onwards. As you can see, the man is reaching into the bag on the back of his bike. Already this isn't a great idea, as it can scare the cop into thinking he's reaching for a firearm. But wait until you see what he says next.
You better put that taser away, bro. Dude, you want to have a gunfight? Do you?
Turn around, put your hands
Hell
behind your
no.
back.
Dude, don't hit me with that.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Hell no.
Keep your hands
Yours
right where I can see them. You're about to get tased. Keep your hands out.
What? Yeah, I'm leaving, bro. Follow
Start
me
with
home.
22. I have one at taser point.
Don't touch me. Fuck you. Dude.
Get off.
Bro. Yo. Yo, you guys fucked up, man.
Put your hands behind your back. Put you on the goddamn hand. You're on your fucking back.
Much to the amusement of the onlookers, a second cop appears just in time to tackle the man off his bike and get him on the ground. A crowd had now gathered on the scene, but the show still isn't over, as they now need to get him into the patrol car and back to jail. And if these officers have learned anything from the last 5 minutes, they know this isn't going to be that simple.
Roll him. Dude, stop doing that to me, man. Stop resisting. What do you mean, fuckface? Yo, man, what are you stop?
Can you stop? Can you stop?
Pick me up then. The fuck you doing? You dropped my bike, pick it up. I ain't drunk, you smacked my head.
Good job,
Sarge.
Get in.
Dude, fuck you, bro. Yep. Dude, give me my house keys, bro. I got my 2 kids at home alone, dude. Give me my phone. What the fuck, dude? Tell me what I did wrong, bro. Crazy, man. What's wrong with you? Man, shame on you, bro.
In the first few seconds of the ride, the cop realizes the man has kicked off his shoes and brought his hands underneath his legs. He's trying to make things as awkward and scary for the cop as possible, so he decides to have one final chat with him to put him in his place.
You already been stupid enough tonight. Can you stop
Dude, I didn't do nothing wrong, bro.
Are you gonna let me talk? Or you just gonna keep running your mouth?
Dude, your friend dropped me, bro.
I dropped you. He didn't do anything to you.
Dude, I didn't do nothing to him.
Are you gonna let me talk? Or you just gonna keep running your mouth?
Yeah, I'm gonna pay $500 to go home tonight to my son. I'm gonna take my bike home too.
So you're not gonna shut up?
What did I do wrong?
I'm trying to explain it to you, but you won't shut up. He pulled you over for a very simple.
He didn't pull me
All right,
over.
get back in the car.
He didn't pull me
Get
over.
back in the car.
All right, wait. He pulled me over.
No, I don't. No, forget it. I'm trying to talk with you. You won't shut up. So get back in the car.
Wow. Yeah.
After that very productive interaction, all that was left was an awkward ride back to jail, where the man was charged with resisting an officer and operating a motorcycle without a license. Somehow, he managed to dodge the charge of threatening an officer, but this girl wasn't so lucky.
Don't you ever put your on me, I'll spit on you.
On the 18th of July, this cop was responding to a burglary call in the Volusia County area. However, it later turned out that he had actually gone to the wrong street entirely, but that didn't stop him from making an arrest that afternoon.
Hey, stop the car. Stop. You stay here?
No.
What are you doing here?
Why does it matter?
Turn the car off. Turn the car off now. Turn the car off.
That's why it's not
Turn the now. Turn the
Hey, watch what you do because I'll punch you in your. Don't ever forget that. I'll punch
Central,
you dead
send
in
me
your
a second,
Hold on,
unit.
let me go.
Hey.
Let me tell you something.
Explain to you what we're
Don't you ever
doing.
put your hands on me and I
am
don't stay
responding.
here. I don't give
Hold
a.
up. I'm responding
Don't
to
you
an alarm call.
Put your hands on me and I didn't turn up on you.
The cop started out friendly but quickly became more serious as the driver tried to leave without talking to him. Remember, he's conducting a burglary investigation. Any suspicious activity is heightened because he knows there's a criminal in the area. This girl was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, but a friendly conversation would have been a much easier way to resolve the situation. Instead, the girl decides to get even more violent and says this.
Stop
You're not
touching
under-
me.
you're not under
I don't
arrest.
care.
You came in this hostile. Don't you ever put your for me. I'll spit on you.
Stop.
You're pulling my hair. What the wrong with you?
Get down.
Hey, chill, bro. Chill, bro. Babe, stop.
40 Central, I'm stepping up. Get down now. Get down now. Turn around and put your hands behind your back. Get down.
Move in the car. Move it. Stop pushing me to the ground. Okay, babe, just chill.
Put your hands behind your back.
The girl also had 3 of her friends with her in the car, so the cop is severely outnumbered. He radios for backup, but in the meantime, he has to stand his ground. Even if he wasn't responding to a call, being alone amongst a group of people who obviously don't love the police is a dangerous situation to be in. The girl has also clearly resisted an officer and threatened him with spitting. It takes the officer an extra 60 seconds to get the handcuffs on her, and even then, she still hasn't calmed down.
You're gonna chill out.
Hey, come on, chill, Bubba.
Stand up. This didn't have to be like that.
Stop touching me. It did, because you were aggressive for no reason. You know you're wrong, and I take your whole job.
She's claiming that the cop was aggressive for no reason, but did this wave seem aggressive? This girl has everything totally twisted, and continues to resist even after numerous other officers arrive at the scene.
Check her
You
cuffs.
can't say to me. Fix my cuffs.
I will if you would just for a second, okay?
Fix my cuffs.
Turn around and I will
asked
fix them.
way too many.
Oh, will, so just turn around and relax for a second.
No, what the you doing? I gotta do your job. Stop pressing on me, because I'm not resisting. My wrist already.
Okay, I'm trying to put on new ones, so relax.
The cops eventually managed to fix the girl's cuffs despite 2 more minutes of kicking and screaming, and finally get her into the back of a patrol vehicle.
Bro, my mama. Bro, my wrist still hurt. Right there, right? What are you talking about?
Is it left or right?
My wrist hurt.
In my car now.
Don't push me, because I can get in myself.
Okay, then get in.
My wrist hurt, though. My wrist hurt. Get out of my face.
Okay.
With you. Fix my wrist.
Despite not being the burglary suspect and having no criminal record, this girl managed to turn what should have been a short conversation into a battery charge. Apparently, in the initial scuffle, she kicked the officer multiple times, threatened him, punched him in the head multiple times, all as well as screaming many horrific insults at him. This girl was the perfect example of why you should never threaten the cops. But the girl in this next case took things to the next level.
Get the off of me.
Ohio cops were called to this hotel to remove a guest. Apparently, the guest was extremely upset and yelling in the foyer about teenagers filming her kids without her permission. When they went up to the room to remove her, he quickly began to realize how angry she really was.
They was gonna kick them kids out for running around playing any way. I've been here, I'm right here before, I know how that shit go.
The cops spent some time talking with the woman in the red coat before the girl in gray comes back down to give the cops something to worry about.
Come on, let's see it. Everything was funny when them grown ass men was recording these little ass kids. Oh, do you? I don't know what happened. I do. When them kids had me and see what the they said, I feel some type of way.
This is no way to be acting in front of anyone's kids, especially your own. It's also funny when you realize there's about 4 kids, some younger than 5, and it's the adult woman who's throwing the tantrum. And she doesn't even stop for another 3 minutes until, out of nowhere, she claims that she's being racially profiled while being kicked out of the hotel.
Can y'all stop recording them? They kids, they gonna do what they do, they kids. They didn't care, they thought it was funny and thought it was a joke, because they was black kids. And that's not funny for us to be in a place we paid our money in, for them to think it was okay. They black kids. That's not fair. To get racially profiled at the age of 9 and younger. I think them white people care about them? No, they didn't.
At least now we know what she's actually mad about. But now she's latched onto this narrative, she's starting to get angrier and angrier by the minute. Until at last, the cops decide they have to step in and put a stop to this. However, perhaps predictably, this just makes her even more mad.
One more word out of you, and I'm going to take you to jail.
And guess what? I'm recording you. I'm recording you.
Get out of the building.
Don't touch
Get out of the building.
Don't touch me.
Or I'm going to take you to jail.
Let's go. Let's go.
Right now.
Don't touch
Right
me.
now.
Don't touch
Right
me.
now.
Don't touch me.
I'm telling you.
Oh, and I'm recording you.
That's
so
fine.
don't touch me.
Let's
Leave me
go.
alone.
Get your stuff.
Let's go.
Get your stuff and go. Get your stuff and go. I will take you to jail.
Okay. I'm coming lawyer
here.
That's fine. Out the door.
No, I ain't
Out the
gonna
door.
come. No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I asked you not to touch me.
You're under
I
arrest.
said, no,
You're
I'm
under
not.
arrest.
No,
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not.
Yes, you
no,
are.
I'm not.
You're resisting
I'm already
arrest.
at the door. I'm already at the door.
Too late.
No,
Too
I'm
late.
not. No,
Too
you're
late.
not.
Yes, ma'am.
No. Get
Yes,
off of me.
yes, yes.
I asked you to get off of me.
Stop.
I was already at the door. You can't arrest me. Get the off of me.
No. Careful, sweetheart. Come on.
If she was so worried about protecting her kids and making sure they were happy, she's done a terrible job by getting arrested and distressing them far more than they were already. Back in the patrol car, the woman kept the attitude up, which certainly didn't help her case when the cop discovered something crazy.
After the fact, you put me in handcuffs. You were supposed to tell me that the fact you were putting me in handcuffs, and I think you forgot that. So tell me my rights.
You have the right to remain silent.
No. You were supposed to tell me that when you arrested me, so I think you might want to let me go.
Okay. I'm going to not do that. Looks like you got 3 warrants for your arrest. That stinks.
So I just really
got one on Blue Ash too.
Even better.
I tried.
I know you did. I do really appreciate that. Okay.
And you got kids right here.
Right.
And I'm as the manager was trying to tell her to calm down. I'm trying to tell her to calm down too. Like we got kids in here.
Exactly.
Like you is intoxicated. Like just try to lay down and go to sleep.
If she'd have taken this advice, she might have ended up staying in the hotel instead of the jail that night. She was brought in on all 3 of her warrants and charged with disorderly conduct to boot. Alcohol is a common denominator in many of these cases, with intoxicated suspects often getting much angrier than they would sober. And there's no better example of this than our next case, where a woman actually called the cops on herself before threatening the cops and demanding they leave.
You need to get away from the house. And you.
Yeah, I don't like you either, so as long as we're clear.
I am a nurse, and I did 12 years of it.
Yeah.
And you need to get off. And I told you this is a locked building. Get outside of my building now.
The woman is clearly intoxicated and completely unaware of what's going on. Remember, she's the one that called the cops to her building, but it seems she's completely forgotten exactly why she did that and is now taking offense to the police's presence in her building.
You're a lieutenant?
No, I'm not a lieutenant.
So get down!
Because I'm not a lieutenant.
I said get down!
I dare you to touch me. That'll be great.
Oh, that will never happen.
Who called? You or John?
I'm telling you to get out of my building.
What's going on?
Because I'm sick. I need to go to the hospital.
What's wrong?
Anxiety. Why is this happening? Why? We're not even speaking anything. Tell him to get out. Bye.
You need to tell us why you called or go back inside.
Bye.
You want to tell us why you called?
The cops are clearly not fazed by the woman whatsoever, and are just there to do their jobs. They were called by the woman and want to get to the bottom of why. If they can determine that it was done maliciously with no good reason, they can charge her for wasting police resources. But with the way things are going, she's about to catch a disorderly conduct case as well.
You don't ever come around my door.
How about this?
Here.
Don't call us and I won't come back here.
I will have you disbarred.
Okay. Have me disbarred. Please do it.
I was a nurse for over many years.
I don't care.
Exactly. I don't care!
I think it solved itself.
And you don't ever walk up my stairs!
Get inside.
Do not walk up my stairs again!
I'm gonna treat you like a 4-year-old and start counting if you don't go in there.
I have a locked building. Raphael, you... Locked building.
Just go inside.
I'm telling you.
All right, just go inside.
Don't ever, you do not ever come in my building.
Shut up.
The officers know the woman is just extremely drunk and confused, and staying on her property is just making things worse. So they decide to just leave and hope she manages to settle down. But before they do, they see her leave her apartment and start attacking one of her tenants.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back. Knock it off. Stop it. I got it. Hold on.
I'm going to jail. I did something bad.
Yeah, you're going to jail. We give you a lot of expenses.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
After her arrest, the woman was taken to the police station for further processing, where she continues to be loud, angry, and awkward as ever.
Listen to my name. Ann Stinson. My name is Ann Stinson. Call my family.
Look at the camera.
No, take my... No. I said no. No. Take my watch.
Are you going to be able to get through this?
No. Because he is...
You're going to be able to get through this problem. Okay, listen
He
to me.
did wrong.
Are you listening?
I didn't do anything wrong. He did this. He
Would
did
you like to have
No.
It took a while, but the woman was eventually processed and charged with disorderly conduct. Joshua Scott wasn't so lucky though, and his night ended in one of the most disgusting ways imaginable.
Did you step in dog shit or something? You stink. Jesus.
In the early hours of the 11th of June 2022, cops were approached by a 33-year-old male who quickly fled the area on foot. The cops lost sight of the man, but immediately after, a group of girls approached the officers asking why they didn't stop the man, as he'd apparently assaulted one of them.
Who smacked my sister?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, there's a guy. He running down this way. Smacked my sister. What does he look like?
Stop yelling. Stop yelling. We will help you, but you need to stop yelling. What did he look like?
Why are you guys sitting there and he's running?
I have no idea what you're talking about. You guys are all drunk right now. I need you to calm down.
What did he look like?
The girls are clearly intoxicated and aren't making much sense. For the cop to help, he needs them to slow down and stop screaming so much. But it looks like he's gonna have a hard time getting that to happen.
The guy that just ran to your guys' car.
The man that ran here. I'll talk to you.
Where did that guy go?
Talk to him. He went this way. Just stay here. Talk to him.
Where did that guy go that just talked to you guys?
I don't know. He didn't talk to us.
The guy that just talked to you?
Yes, he walked up by us. I don't know where he went.
That's the guy that just smacked my sister in the mouth.
The cops take some time to talk to several witnesses who identified the man as Joshua Scott and claim that he'd been having a pretty rough night down at the bar. He was obviously drunk and was yelling at the bartender, claiming that he had lost around $1,500 there that night. He was also trying to start fights with multiple other patrons before hitting the girl in this group and fleeing from police. Now the cops knew all the details. They were able to start searching, and it didn't take them long to find him.
Hey, brother.
Hey, it's me, bro.
You want to step out over here, please?
Yeah, no.
Thank you. I appreciate it. What's going on tonight?
They were trying to beat me up a little bit.
Just stop 1 second. Do you have an ID on you?
I don't know.
Okay, what's your name, partner?
Joshua.
Joshua, can you just keep your hands out of your pockets for me?
You don't need my analysis to know that Joshua is extremely drunk, but at least he's being mature. The cop also noted a foul smell coming from Joshua. It wouldn't be revealed until later what it actually was.
Here, just put your hands in your pockets for me. Let me just pat you down, make sure you ain't got no weapons, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Did you step in dog shit or something? You stink. Jesus. Let's walk over here. We're gonna walk right out towards the road for me.
Yeah, I don't.
Thank you, brother. So you hit one of them, it sounds like, correct?
No.
How'd you hit one of them?
I didn't hit one of them. If you hit me 3 times, I'm gonna have to defend
So you're saying
myself.
that they hit you a couple times?
Of course.
Where'd they hit you at?
In the face every time.
Did they hit you? Which one hit you?
The chick that had the darker hair, she was bigger.
I need you to stop fucking up on me. Take a step
Okay,
back.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It seems like Joshua is trying to piece together the night just the same as the cop is. But they're finally starting to figure things out. The cop was also made aware that Joshua has 2 warrants out for his arrest, so he's definitely going to jail tonight. The question is, will he go down easily?
I told the woman to not hit me.
Why was she hitting you in the first place?
Ask her. Go ask her.
We're talking to her right now. Why?
Go ask her. I can't tell you why. I don't know.
Stop yelling at me, please.
I don't know her perspective on shit, bro. I'm not gonna answer your fucking questions anymore.
Okay.
No, I'm telling. No, I'm
Turn
telling.
around, put your hands behind your back.
Bro,
put your hands behind your back.
I wanna go to jail, bro.
Stand up.
I'm trying to understand where you're
Well, you're not
coming
making
from.
any sense. Stand up. 1, 2, 3. You gonna start yelling and raising your voice at me, and you're telling me that nothing makes sense? I got nothing for you.
It has nothing to do with
Keep walking. We're gonna walk right over to the squad car.
I will keep walking because
Thank you.
I'm gonna walk right over to the squad car because I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy.
The officer takes him to his colleague's squad car, where he's then taken back to jail. But on the ride back, he only starts to make things worse for himself.
Battery, disorderly conduct, and then... Yep. And then...
Somebody who I told straight up come at me.
The problem is, right now...
Oh,
is
she's a female!
You already have warrants.
I don't give a fuck about my warrants.
What happened to the cooperation I was getting before? You were really nice with me, and then all of a sudden you got real pissed.
Bro, I got pissed because your buddy took me on the fucking curb like I'm a piece of shit.
Well, you can't raise your voice.
Yo!
Stop.
Shut the fuck up!
Okay.
You think you are the fucking cure, but you're the fucking cancer.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up. I want to hear the ones that have to take me in. Because they're the ones that know that you're the fucking piece of shit scum of the
Why are you getting so angry?
Later into the car ride, Joshua even started to get physically aggressive and started slamming his head into the side of the cage in the patrol car.
I'll go to jail for 4 fucking months, and I'll never see my fucking kid for 4 fucking months, bro. I'm not gonna see my fucking kid for 4 months. God,
Stop doing that. Stop. You need to calm down.
Feels like that, and that, and that. And you know why? Because I'm not gonna see my fucking kid for the entire summer, bro.
Can you calm down for me, brother?
No. Why the fuck should I? Right now, did you just hear my fucking life story? Did you just hear what the fuck I spilled out to you? No, you don't fucking hear shit. Next time I fucking see you, I'm gonna want to fucking strangle you.
Are you making threats towards a law enforcement officer? Because I'll charge you with that too. That sounds like a threat to me.
Face that I recognize.
So you're saying you're gonna strangle me if you recognize me?
I would say.
Because you're like this close to getting charged with threatening a police officer. It's unbelievable.
How the fuck would you take it? How the fuck would you be in my situation and not feel the same goddamn way?
You're a dickhead. That's all I gotta say. Okie dokie.
Back at the jail, the source of the foul smell became apparent. At some point in the evening, Joshua had defecated in his pants, likely sparking the officer's decision to take his colleague's squad car instead of his own. Joshua was charged with felony threat to an officer and misdemeanor counts of bail jumping, disorderly conduct, and battery. But alcohol can be just as dangerous in the hands of some people, just like it was in the hands of this entitled drunk driver who crashed into the side of someone's house and ran. On the 22nd of October 2022, a man called police after hearing a car crash into the side of his house.
So you didn't see the crash? You heard it?
No, I heard it and I looked and there was a car against my house.
What did she look like, the one driving?
Dark hair.
Dark hair?
Nice looking girl.
Nice looking girl. What was she wearing?
Black.
My wife said black.
All black.
This has technically become a manhunt now, as the driver is nowhere to be seen and has fled the scene of a crime. The cops spend some more time questioning the homeowners before searching the vehicle. It turns out the woman had left her purse behind, which contained her driver's license and multiple other forms of identification. Now the cops had a name, Stacy, as well as a picture of her. The cop found it odd she'd leave her purse behind, as it implied she was planning on coming back to the crash, but just a few minutes later, the cops would receive damning evidence that this wasn't the case.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Not too bad, are you guys?
Good.
The reason I ended up pulling you guys over, you guys were coming from that area over there. Did you end up just getting in a crash?
No, we live around there, but yeah.
What's your name?
My name?
Yep.
Stacy.
10-4, I've got her over here. It is Stacy. Okay. So, Stacy, can I have you come out of the car so I can talk to you a little bit more?
It's already obvious that she's not exactly sober, but what's shocking is how she was undoubtedly trying to flee the scene. She'd left her purse, ID, and vehicle behind that's actually registered to her. It wouldn't have been long before the police were at her door with more than a couple of questions. Now the police have her at the side of the road to ask her what happened, but it seems she has a plan to try and outsmart the cops by refusing to tell the truth.
Are you ready to be honest with me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
What do you mean?
What happened with the crash?
What crash?
You ended up hitting a tree. Do you remember that?
No.
No? You're not going to be honest with me right now?
Well, I mean, I'm
A neighbor
not...
said they saw you get picked up.
Huh?
A neighbor said they saw you get picked up.
Okay, well, I mean, that's fine.
So I'm giving you a chance to kind of give me your side of the story of what's going on right now.
I mean, there's really no side of the story to give. I don't understand what you're wanting me to give you.
Okay, well, I want you to be honest with me. That's what I want you to give me.
Well, there's nothing to be honest about. I mean,
Stacy seems to think that she didn't do anything wrong, or at least believes that she can lie and outsmart the cop by telling a different story. But remember, the homeowners told the cops that they saw a young woman wearing exactly what Stacy is wearing exit the vehicle and leave the scene. It's pretty obvious that she's lying, but Stacy doesn't seem to realize this and continues to lie through her teeth to the officer.
the truth is, like, my car is, like, probably at my house. And, you know, I'm sitting here with my dad.
Well, the house that you crashed into, they talked to you and tried to get you to stay there.
Well, I didn't crash into anybody's neighbors.
Your car is stuck in their house.
Well, that's hearsay.
Was somebody else driving your car?
No, absolutely not.
So it was just you driving?
Well, I wasn't driving.
But you just told me absolutely not, nobody else was driving.
The conversation goes in circles for around 10 minutes, with Stacy continuing to spew confusing statements at the cops the whole time. And what's worse is that at one point, she even tried throwing her dad under the bus by saying he was driving.
No, I was
like I said,
not driving.
I'm not going to argue with you about that.
My dad was driving.
Okay, your dad already confirmed that he was not driving the black car.
No, he was, so. He's driving the vehicle. And so, I mean, what can I do?
Okay.
I don't want to...
Right now what you can do is you can give me an answer on whether you would want to do some field testing right now.
No, I don't want to, because he's the guy that was driving the, you know.
So you're passing your options to do the field testing?
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, you're going to be under arrest, okay?
Why?
Because you're very intoxicated.
Stacy is quickly searched and then put in the back of a patrol vehicle, but before they can take her back to the station, they have to give her dad the bad news.
Based on what happened, I believe she was into a couple of crashes. She hit a tree in a house.
Oh my God.
Somebody
hit the house itself?
Yeah. Anybody else show up with her when she got there?
No.
Did she say she was with somebody?
Yeah, she babbled some lies with, and then, you know, and I couldn't make sense of anything.
Sure.
She was probably so worked up.
Can you please inform me of what I'm being charged with?
Yep, I told you it's going to be an OWI. It'll be 4th.
The 4th OWI. But I wasn't driving.
And you did hear that right. This was her 4th drunk driving charge, proving precisely what type of person Stacy really is. And of course, she also caught a hit and run charge for fleeing the scene after causing property damage. But Stacy wasn't nearly as entitled as this next girl, who had a plan to get out of her reckless driving charge.
I'm too cute for prison. Don't do that to me.
On January 5th, 2022, officers responded to a car accident. As soon as they got on the scene, they were given some useful intel by a witness.
She's drunk. And she already said that I don't want to get a DWI.
Okay.
In a single car.
Okay. Thank you.
Was she in the wrong lane? No. She was on that side.
See, I was coming this way right before the curve, and she blowed around me. Blowed around another car to make the curve. Jumped the curve. See her trunk right there? Hit the curve, and then slacked this. I don't know what to feel for.
It sounds like this driver completely lost control of the vehicle and was lucky nobody else got hurt. But if they want to understand exactly what happened here, they're gonna have to talk to the driver, and it doesn't take long for them to figure out the situation.
So they said you're not having anything medical?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, just based on this driving behavior and what people have been saying when we came on scene, would you be willing to take some standardized sobriety tests?
Absolutely.
How much have you had to drink today?
Not very much.
Okay, what is not very much?
Like the legal limit.
Okay, which is what?
Like not very much because I ate and I drank water in between the two.
The driver is being honest and complying with the cop's request to take a field sobriety test. But unfortunately, the sobriety test quickly shows the cops that even if she's acting nice, she's still a criminal that put many other lives in danger.
All right, man, go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me, okay? You're being placed under arrest for DUI. All right, I'm going to have to pat you down before I put you in my unit, okay?
The cop pats the girl down before placing her in the back of his patrol car and reading her rights. But this is when she starts to put her plan into action that she thinks will cut her loose.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. God.
You don't need to apologize. You know, I'm doing my job, that's all.
I know, and I respect that. I respect.
Have you ever been arrested for a DWI before?
No, sir. I've never been arrested, period, so. I hope at least I'm like one of the cuter people that you've had in your cop car. Do not confirm or deny, please.
Yeah, I can't talk about that.
Yeah, you can. For legal purposes. I'm too cute for prison. Don't do that to me. Anyways, I'm sorry you're stuck with me, though.
That's alright, you know. I've been, like I said, with worse.
Back at the station, the seduction doesn't stop.
Alright, so I'm gonna count this in front of you.
I remember you would come up to the Alcatia with your face mask and I'd be like, that man is so fine.
Damn.
And then, like, respectfully, though.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, because, like, I'm a mess right now. You had your face mask on, but I was like, that man is so fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's get back to business,
Nobody
though.
wants to date anyone that's looking like this, so, yeah. You are such a handsome man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I do.
Okay. I'm getting prepared.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You don't need to.
I hope I haven't been disrespectful.
No,
I hope I haven't been disrespectful to your job.
But even as she waited for her medical examination, she couldn't resist flirting with the officers in an attempt to lessen her sentence.
What do you suggest?
You're there, so go ahead.
Okay, maybe a little. You're right.
Hey, come over here. This way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just want to say hi. I'm sorry.
Wild, then. Come over here.
I'm sorry.
It happened.
You lead the way.
Yeah, just have a seat right.
How the hell am I supposed to know? Hi, Brandon.
What are you doing?
I'm a felon now.
Oh, why you should?
I still have to triage and look how cute he is.
Okay.
Because you're so cute, sir.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, might as well just be happy if you're in a shit situation.
You shouldn't be.
Plus, I got stuck with this cutie. I got stuck with the cutest dog.
Yeah.
Thankfully, this didn't seem to change anything in her charges, as she was hit with an aggravated DWI and reckless driving. Many people are critical of this girl's actions, but positivity and attempted seduction is much more preferable to violence and hostility, and especially preferred over this.
Stop right now!
This time, the officers were called into a domestic violence case between a male and a female. As the cops arrived, the officers noticed the woman disengaging and walking away from the scene.
Miss, stop! Stand there. Okay, I won't. Stand there. Stand there. Stand there.
The cops yelled at her to stop, but before they could react, she started to sprint away from them.
Stop right now! Get off of there! Stop!
Roll over on your stomach.
Put your hands behind your back.
My hair, please stop.
Put your hands behind your back.
Cooperate, please stop.
Do it now.
I can't breathe.
Put your hands behind your back right now.
Please. My hair is in my face. Please.
Put your other hand behind your back.
Hey, step it. Ben, step it.
Looks like her master plan didn't work out too well. The cops have dealt with plenty of cases like this and know they will have to be firm with the woman, or else she'll keep screaming and resisting.
Do not pull away from me. Do you understand? You are under arrest. You are going to comply. You are not going to pull away from me.
If you quit resisting, then yeah, you fucking deal with it. Tell me how you feel on a daily basis, bitch.
What is your name, miss?
I don't have a fucking name.
Okay. Well, you do.
No, I don't.
Stop trying to pull away from me.
My hair's in my goddamn mouth, dude.
As usual, before the cop can leave her in the car, he has to search her, something she seems to be heavily against.
Hold still, please.
No, you're not supposed to be doing that.
Then stop fighting me.
You're a man. You cannot
Tough
fucking
shit.
touch me.
Tough shit. Right
You
now, it's all we
cannot
got.
touch me.
It's all
no,
we got.
You need to get her over here. You cannot touch me.
Stop it.
Stop fucking touching me.
Stop it.
You cannot touch me.
Jenna, don't you kick me or you're going to go to the ground again. Get over here.
You fucking dick.
You just added another charge by kicking me, by the way.
With the help of a female officer, they finally managed to search the girl and get her secured in the patrol car. So they decide to talk to a couple witnesses to get extra insight on what happened.
I was sitting in front of my window and they came up with a stop sign. And basically, she was all over him. He didn't really do anything. But she kept grabbing him, ripped his shirt open, kept jumping on top of him, trying to get him to the ground. They finally did get to the ground, but then came back up and wouldn't let him leave or anything else. Well, at first I'm like, are they just screwing around?
Yeah.
Because she was all over him. And
she said she was like jumping on his back or something?
Okay. And then she kept grabbing at his throat. And like, I'm calling this in.
With this, the case seemed open and shut. So the cops took the woman back to the station where she was charged with felony battery of an officer, as well as misdemeanor counts of resisting and disorderly conduct. Various pieces of drug paraphernalia were also found on her person, which she was also charged for. Most of the charges were eventually dropped, except for the disorderly conduct and resisting counts. However, these two men weren't as lucky after they were spotted clear as day on CCTV trying to steal hundreds of dollars worth of store goods. On September 25th, 2022, two men were seen purchasing a Halloween costume at Walmart. Seems harmless at first until you realize they had two duffel bags filled with store merchandise that they didn't intend on paying for. Luckily, an employee noticed the two suspicious customers and called the police officer to stand outside the entrance, waiting to catch them.
How's it going? We can go in here and talk. We're gonna walk in there. Stop. Do it.
This is a risky takedown for the officer. It's a one-on-one fight and he's got no idea whether or not the man is armed. So he radios in a 1018, a code informing other cops that they need to get there urgently to back him up. But for now, he's still on his own, and he has to make sure this guy doesn't get away.
Stop fighting! You're gonna get tased! Lay down! Lay down! That's like I'm gonna do. Stay down! No, watch.
Unfortunately, the cop completely misses the taser, and the suspect is able to run away and escape through a back exit, but not before a backup unit arrives just in time to spot him sprinting away outside.
Put your fucking ass behind your back! Hurry up! Let me talk to you. Get the fuck on the ground. This guy out there. You! 977. Maybe on the west side of Walmart.
This cop has a better time of taking down and restraining the suspect and manages to get him on the ground and in cuffs. But remember, this guy wasn't alone, and the cop's attention was now turned to finding the other man seen on the security footage. Conveniently though, they wouldn't have to look far.
Man, you said you were walking your friends. Take off.
I know, I'm calling my girlfriend to get
Take off. You've been following back and forth with this guy. Go. I know you're with him. Leave.
Okay, I pay for my shit. I got money in my fucking pocket.
Leave.
All right.
You can walk around and away.
Touch me too, bitch. What's wrong with you? I'm calling my girlfriend to get his car keys.
He was with him. His wife.
I take that one thing and then he tried to take off with all this stuff.
You need to walk away from me, man. You need to go.
I'm waiting for my girlfriend, man.
You staying right with me everywhere I go.
No, I'm fucking going this way, motherfucker. Get my girlfriend for the car keys. What's wrong with you, man?
You want him in the store? You want him in the store?
No, it's trespassing.
Just come outside because we're going to make a bit. Why?
Because we're done with you.
Hey, look, I'm calling my girlfriend. Hey, look, I'll resist, man. Look.
Go on the ground.
Rosario, they got me right here in the front. They're handcuffing me too.
I went and grabbed his car keys. Okay, we're running outside because they're handcuffing me for no reason.
You can pretty much guess what happens from here. They detain the man, tell his girlfriend what's happening, have a short argument with her, and then take the man back to a patrol vehicle. On a search of the man's pockets, a collection of pills and powders were found on him and confiscated. Both men were hit with a felony shoplifting charge, as well as a conspiracy to shoplift, while the other guy was also hit with another 2 drug trafficking charges. However, on the 21st of November of the same year, all charges were dropped against both suspects. A disappointing ending for sure, but this next shoplifting case has a much more satisfying conclusion, but not for the reason you may expect.
Hi, ma'am. Do you have stuff in your coat right now?
No.
No? Okay. Employees said they saw you stuff from your basket into your jacket.
No, I just went and I just put all my stuff back because I was supposed to meet my other half here and he never showed up. I just tried calling him, actually.
Okay, so if we search your jacket, we're not going to find any items?
No.
I'll give you an opportunity right now to take everything out. But it's going to be your one and only opportunity.
If you take everything out right now, we won't even press charges. We'll just give you no trespass.
I think that's a fair deal.
Okay, fine. I have a hat and gloves.
All right, there we go.
I don't have an ID.
It seems odd for someone to only want to shoplift a hat and gloves. It's a lot of risk for a very small reward, but as the cop learns more about the girl, it starts to make more sense.
Do you have an address that you stay at? No. Are you working anywhere, Jamie?
Man, it's just cold outside. I don't have any money, and I just wanted a hat and gloves.
It turns out this girl is homeless and has no money to buy anything to keep her warm for the coming winter. Unfortunately, this is a genuine problem that a massive amount of people face in countries all over the world, and a lot of people come to the conclusion that their only option is to steal what they need to survive. After all, if the consequence is a warm place to stay and a couple free meals, what's there to lose? Getting caught like this and being told they're not going to press charges is essentially the worst case scenario for her, or that was until the officer decided to do this.
You don't have hat or gloves? I'll buy these for her.
Thank you, serious? Thank you.
But don't do this, okay? I know it's tough, but there's other ways. Call us for help, all right? But if you come back in here, you're gonna get arrested.
I'm 47.
Thank you so much.
Again, it's cold, but $9.47 ain't worth, especially like if you're out on bond and stuff.
The ears are cold.
I get it.
It's not an excuse, but
I get it. But call us for help. We have resources we can help you out with. Every contact with us doesn't have to be a bad thing. All right. Do you guys need anything else from us?
No, thank you.
Okay, sounds good.
No charges were pressed against the girl, and the police department applauded the officer for acting with true compassion. He dealt with this situation perfectly, something that can't be said of the officers in this next case.
Get out of the car now! Get out of the car!
In 2015, police pulled over a woman who was caught on CCTV shoplifting from a Walmart, but after a short talk with the cops, it's clear she had no intention of sticking around.
Step out here. Do you have any weapons on you or anything like that? I don't have weapons. Alright, you're being detained right now for shoplifting, okay?
I didn't want shoplifting.
Listen, I'm explaining it to you right now. You're being detained for shoplifting, so we're going to talk about it, alright?
You didn't come out the door with anything.
Okay, did you conceal merchandise inside the store?
Yeah, I wanted the coat too.
After explaining what it is they're being charged with, the cops let one of the women back into her car to grab something. However, they seem to forget she still had her keys on her. This can only end one way.
Ma'am, turn out the car! Get out of the car! Back up, back up! Back up! Back up, put in park! Put in park! Put in park!
Somehow, these cops allowed her to get into the driver's seat, put the keys into the ignition, and then simply drive away after ramming into one of their patrol vehicles. It's an impressive amount of negligence, but they can't stand around wondering how it all happened. They've got to give chase as soon as they possibly can. At this point, the Jeep had gained some serious distance, but it seems as though the driver isn't the best getaway driver, and the cops managed to close the gap in less than a minute. The shoplifter speeds down the road, dodging traffic as she goes. The cops stay hot on her tail, but struggle to box her in or stop her at all, and she continues to wreak havoc. Along with the use of a spike strip from the cops, all of this reckless driving has taken a toll on her car. It's driving slanted, there's parts of it hanging off, and her tires are literally starting to fall apart. As the chase goes on, it starts to get slower and slower, until eventually, it stops completely.
You got a gun? You got something?
You have to wonder how anything that occurred in a Walmart warrants this level of escalation. Nevertheless, the shoplifter is finally removed from the vehicle and put in handcuffs, putting an end to her rather spontaneous reign of terror. It was later discovered that she'd shoplifted over $2,000 worth of goods, a felony, but definitely nothing worth the charges she was hit with after her escape. She was sentenced to criminal conspiracy, assault and battery in the first degree, hit and run, and of course, shoplifting. She was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Shoplifters and those who steal are often people in tough spots and think they're left with no other choice than to risk it all and steal what they need to survive. By that logic, you'd think celebrities would be the last people to break the law, as they've got so much on the line, but as you're about to see, that's not always the case.
I'm gonna punch on the first white boy I see in there.
On the 15th of December 2018, police pulled over a vehicle driven by Florida news anchor Farron Sally. When the cop realized who she was, he figured she'd be helpful and respectful, but he was about to get a huge reality check.
Hello, miss. Officer Carver, Palm Beach Gardens Police Department. Reason why I'm pulling you over is because you're actually driving with no taillights. I believe you're only driving with your daytime driving lights on. And yep, they're completely off. There you go. Can I see your license, registration, proof of insurance, please? What's wrong? You. Why?
I don't feel like being pulled over.
I'm sorry?
I don't feel like being pulled over right now.
Okay.
My phone is not.
Well, you're the one driving without lights on, so.
Yeah, well, you're the one pulling me over right now.
Yeah, it's my job.
Yeah, well, okay, so you see my phone right now, so.
Okay. How much have you had to drink tonight, ma'am?
God, I've had one drink tonight.
Okay. Well, it's pretty strong smell coming off your breath.
Don't care what you have to say.
And it's not just the smell giving it away either. Farron's speech is also slurred, her attitude is far from perfect, and overall she just seems sluggish. And when a cop notices a driver is acting this way, they just have to investigate further, something Farron is clearly not pleased about.
Carver, she roll her window up. Howdy, I believe you are impaired. I'd like to run some roadside sobriety tasks on you, make sure you're good to drive, okay?
Absolutely. I think I'm just fine to drive. Sure. Let's do it.
We've already seen a huge amount of entitlement from the news anchor, but it's actually just a fraction of what's to come. It picks up as the field sobriety tests begin, as she clearly believes that this is completely unnecessary.
What did you mean by I have enough, or I have what I need right now? What does that mean?
It means that I know that I'm capable of driving. I know that I'm a responsible citizen, and I know that however many cops it is that you have right now are unnecessary for the task that you are privileged with at this moment.
Okay, all right. Come stand over here. You ready to begin?
Ready to begin.
Go ahead and begin.
May I turn around now?
Like I instructed you. Alrighty.
Investigation.
Come over here. Can you step out here some?
Do I need to walk the line as I step?
No, just step out here. We're done with the line.
All right, just check it. Hey.
I appreciate you checking, okay?
Absolutely, Mr. Carver.
Farron is clearly being facetious here and trying to skirt the line of disrespect, but moments later, she decides to take it just a step further.
I want to know what I can do to end this public humiliation at this point.
It's not public humiliation. I'm over here conducting a DUI investigation.
Well, here's what I'm going to ask of you. Can we go to a side street? I am a public figure.
Okay.
I find this very publicly humiliating. Now, we'll continue whatever it is that you need us to do.
I'm sorry.
But I'm asking
I cannot take you to another location.
Okay. Well, it was worth a try because we're on PGA Boulevard and I am a public figure.
We're not on PGA Boulevard. Okay.
We're close enough to it, darling.
Okay. Stand over here, just on the other side.
Okay.
Can you please get in your vehicle?
Watch out, they may shoot you even though you're not black.
Okay, that was a very racist comment.
With all these snide and entitled comments, she's really not doing herself any favors in the eyes of these cops. And that's not even mentioning the direct insults she starts giving the cops next.
No, your alphabet from A to Z, correct?
Yes, I know my alphabet from A to Z.
Highest level education.
I have a master's degree. What do you have?
Okay. Go ahead and stand with your feet together.
What did you have?
Bachelor of Science. Thank you very much.
There we go.
Feet together.
Hey, high
arms down at your
five.
seat.
We're on the same page. It's okay.
Feet together, arms down at your side.
Maybe when we lose our hair, we lose the ability to high five.
That's right. When I say left or right, you're going to extend that finger out in front of you. You're going to touch the tip of your finger to the tip of your nose. You understand?
Yes.
Left. Right. All right. Put your hands behind your back. Placing you under the arrest for driving under the influence of alcohol. Okay?
What have I done? I've passed every test.
Listen. You have given me indication through your roadside sobriety task that you are impaired.
I'm a cocky son of a gun, but I've passed all these tests. No, hold on. I know I'm cocky, and forgive me for that.
Everyone should know that you can't be cocky and flippant and then beg forgiveness when things don't go your way. And the cops are now ready to treat her with exactly the same amount of respect as she showed them. But Farron has one last entitled trick up her sleeve to try and get out of this.
I'm a model citizen. You're making a scene right now in front of an area where I'm on TV. Oh my God, please just walk me away. Oh my God, Bush. I'm not a bad person.
No, nobody said you were.
You're arresting me. You're arresting me a mile away from my job, where I've interviewed your own police chief.
Did you have any of the drinks with her tonight?
I had a few drinks.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
of course. I mean, look.
If there's evidence, DUI, my hands are tied. Okay.
No.
I see her all the time on TV every morning. Okay, that's my main news that I watch. Okay, she shouldn't be acting that way. If she's in the public eyes, like us, she shouldn't be acting that way. Okay, she started nothing but giving attitude, right?
I said to her right away.
Even Farron's fiancé agreed that her behavior was unacceptable and admitted that they had a few drinks that night. So Farron was taken back to the jail to take a breath test where the legal limit is .08, and she blew a .079. She passed by exactly 0.001%, leading all charges against her to be dropped, despite it being almost a guarantee that she was over the legal limit. But that's not where the story ends. Originally, she was dropped from her position on TV during the DUI investigation, but she was quickly taken back when the charges were dropped. However, as soon as this body cam footage was released to the public, she quickly resigned from her position. The silver lining is that Farron didn't try and get violent in her stop. The same can't be said for the next entitled celebrity, a rapper whose first thought after being arrested was to assault the police.
I'll spit on every fucking nurse in that bitch. I'll make you charge me.
On the 7th of July, 2022, rapper Boozy Badass and his friend were pulled over by Georgia police for having a concealed license plate and tinted windows. Initially, the stop started out well, but got out of hand quickly as soon as the cop decided to lay down the law.
Who's the registered owner of this car, man? You are? Okay. You got your ID on you, man? So the reason I pulled you over is because you're tagged, okay? Alright, I'll be right back. Let me check things out, okay?
Yeah, they're from the party.
I think we should move it over there because we're about to get deep in.
Oh, they're here. I smell marijuana right here.
Alongside the tint and license plate, the cop also smelled marijuana in the vehicle and decided to detain the two occupants and bring them to a safer spot. This is where things started to kick off.
Alright, is there any marijuana in that car now or any other drugs in the car?
Nah, I'm smoking the blunt, bro.
Okay. Bro, you're good? I got you. As long as you're honest with me, I'm honest with you, okay? Just stand by.
I can't keep going through this, though, bro. Like, I
We
just
got all the
bro.
drugs
I
I got
can't, bro. I can't, bro. I don't do no wrong. I don't do shit, bro.
Is it legal?
Bro, I gotta go to y'all security and file charges, man. It's harassment. It's every day.
A quick search of the vehicle reveals multiple packages of marijuana and, frankly, a huge wad of cash. But in the time it takes them to search the whole car, Boosie starts to get mad.
Fuck all them shit up. I'm like that. I go in there and fight the police. Every fucking body. Cause I'm tired, bro. I want everybody down here bad. I'm gonna spit on every fucking nurse in that bitch. I'm gonna make you charge me. I'm gonna show you how I get down when I get locked up. I'm gonna show you how I get down. I'm gonna make them bitches whoop me. They gonna get a charge. I'm gonna make them whoop me. When these cops come out, I'm gonna fucking get their shit. Then I'm going out like a gangster. You gotta knock my fucking teeth out, buddy. And you gonna get sued like a dog. I'm gonna show them how I get down and be off. Why? I'm gonna punch on the first white boy I see in that bitch. I swear to God, my damn great. Any nurse, I'm gonna spit on that bitch.
This monologue continues for about 5 minutes as the cops finish the search of their car, with Boosie only switching his attention to the officers when they find a packet of pills in his glove compartment.
William. Yeah, hold on. Let me tell you that. There ain't never birth control pills or something for one of my bitches. That's all. Birth control pills or something for my bitches. You know bitches can't get pregnant from me. Yeah, I got a lot of hoes sucking in my house right now. Yeah. I got like 35 hoes sucking in my house right now. If anybody want they suck, let me know. Bitch, I'm ready to fight. I take off the, I could fight. I would throw them bitches within the office. All you do is take off their bag and they gun. And I'ma throw them bitches with you in the parking lot. I'm like that, right?
Now, obviously, this whole spiel that Boosie is on is an image thing. He knows this all is being recorded, and he's only being rowdy and shouting to make sure his audience knows he's tough. So despite his early threats to spit at and fight the cops, they decide to handle the situation like this.
So, just listen. This is what we're gonna do. Listen.
Just listen to it.
Alright. I'm gonna give you a citation for marijuana. Alright?
For the smell of marijuana.
No, you'll be fine.
Crumbs on the floorboard.
There's some bags. There's 2 bags. Alright? I'm gonna give you a citation for legibility. And that's it. Alright? I'm gonna let y'all be on about your business. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take the handcuffs off. You
That's in the car.
I just need y'all to relax, man, okay?
Alright, you let me go, just let me go. I'm going to file charges right now. I got you. I'll be up.
And it's as simple as that. The pair were sent on their way with a citation for the obscured license plate and marijuana, and nobody was hurt in this dangerously rowdy situation. But if Boosie's case was a rowdy one, Marshawn Lynch's was probably as far in the other direction as you could go when the cops found him literally asleep at the wheel.
Still sleeping?
Yeah.
Cops found former Seattle Seahawks player Marshawn sleeping in his car that was in undrivable condition. The side wheel had no rim or tire, and the passenger side tires were about to fall off. Officers could smell the alcohol in the vehicle, and given the state of both Marshawn and his car, had to assume that he'd been driving under the influence, had an accident, and then fell asleep at the wheel. However, the officers couldn't investigate any further if he didn't get out of the car, which Marshawn refused to do.
He was spitting while he was.
Okay, hold on. Did you run it? The VIN?
Morning. How are you? Is this your car? It's not your car? Oh, whose car is it? Did you steal the car? Yes? We said you don't know whose car it is. Just asking.
Right now, the officers are at a complete loss. They've really got no idea how the car could have gotten into this state, and Marshawn is in a state that's honestly just confusing. As you may expect, the majority of this footage isn't the most exciting, so let's just skip to when the cops decide they've had enough and take matters into their own hands.
So here's the thing, okay?
I'm not going nowhere.
Right now, if you don't get out of the vehicle, you're going to be charged with obstructing an investigation. That is a criminal offense, and you will go to jail.
What kind of obstruction?
Obstructing.
What kind of obstruction? Yeah, we're not going to explain.
There's not different kinds. There's only one kind.
Explain it to me.
Okay, because I've already explained it to you.
Because I'm
Failing to obey a command by an officer or lawful order is obstructing. So this is your last chance. Step out of the vehicle for us.
Everything is understandable.
Okay. So if you understand, go ahead and step out for us.
Is why will I not be pulled out?
There we go. All right. Go to get on your stomach.
Roll over. Hands behind your back. He does smell like alcohol. Oh, I do smell it. Yep.
When Marshawn decided not to get out himself, the best option was to just help him out a little. He was then taken back to jail and charged with DUI, driving an unregistered vehicle, and failure to drive in the travel lanes. The case is still ongoing and hasn't even gone to trial yet, with Marshawn pleading not guilty to each of his alleged crimes. He's playing the system to avoid jail, whereas this entitled woman thought fighting the cops directly would end in the same result.
No, I don't want to touch him.
30-year-old Karina was kicked off an aeroplane for attacking the employees. When the cops arrived, she fled to the airport bathroom. But what happens is nothing short of insane.
Are you okay? No, I'm being harassed and I'm very uncomfortable. I'm not okay. Okay, well, I need the cops to come right now. I'm here to help you. What airline are you flying with? Obviously, no airline. That was the last airline tonight. Y'all just money, bro, because I didn't want to make a scene for y'all.
Karina claims she's being harassed and was treated unfairly by the airplane staff. She says she wasn't aggressive at all, but she did politely get off the plane because she didn't want to make a scene. The cops spend the next few minutes trying to convince Karina that if she's nice enough, she might be able to reason with the airline and get her seat back on the plane. This at least gets her out of the stall, but she starts to be less cooperative when the cops start to ask her this question.
Did you have anything to drink today? Is that against the law? No, that's
Do I
what
need
I'm
a
asking.
lawyer?
No.
I'm gonna call a lawyer.
For what?
Before I answer any more questions, I'm gonna call a lawyer.
Did you have anything to eat today?
I'm gonna call a lawyer. Before
Did
I
you have
answer
anything
any
to
more
eat?
questions, I'm gonna call a lawyer.
Did you have anything to eat today?
I'm gonna call a lawyer.
Have you eaten today?
Talk to my lawyer about it.
Okay. You haven't had anything to eat today?
Talk to my lawyer.
You take medication?
Talk to my lawyer.
Are you flying?
Talk to my lawyer.
Are you going to Georgia?
Talk to my lawyer.
Atlanta?
Talk to my lawyer.
Okay.
Her slurred speech and extremely awkward state of mind basically answer this question for us. So the cops decide to speed things up and put her in cuffs. Karina is then walked out to a patrol car, but before they can even get there, her attitude goes from bad to worse, and she starts to become violent.
I really don't feel comfortable with him touching me. I'm standing right here. No, I don't want him touching me. I literally, he's on a power play mode. I don't want him touching me. I don't want him touching me. I don't want him touching me. I said I don't want him touching me. I don't feel comfortable with him.
No, I don't want you touching me.
Hey, Karina, you promised to be good. We'll let you stand back up. You want to stand up? But I need you to say that you're not going to kick my officers, okay?
Yes, Daddy, I promise. Daddy, I'll be a good girl.
Alright, Karina, can you walk for us?
I don't want to touch you. Karina! I don't want to touch you. I said I don't want to touch you.
What don't you understand?
What don't you understand?
Do not kick the officers.
Do not kick an officer.
Okay, so I have to email officers that escort me like I asked. That's a simple
Do not
thing.
kick an officer.
Okay, I don't want to touch me.
Do you understand?
No, he touched me inappropriately.
Do you understand?
No, he touched me. I won't.
Is she here?
Call my lawyer.
Even getting Karina into a patrol vehicle seems to be a massive task for the officers as she continues to not cooperate.
No, give me my phone.
You'll get some phone when you get there.
I just said I'm going to hold
Step into the car.
No.
Do not.
Call my dad.
Shit, bro.
Karina was eventually brought back to the station where her prints were taken and her charges read. She was hit with assaulting a public servant, public intoxication, and resisting arrest, and will likely be spending at least the night in jail to sleep the alcohol off. Karina's lawyer never showed up, and the same goes for the next case, but unfortunately for the suspect, somebody much, much worse showed up.
Dad! Dad!
You know what you've done with your order, Jim.
On February 21st, 2022, police pulled over a Tesla after receiving a reckless driving report, but it was clear the driver had no intention of sticking around to get their ticket.
Hey! Hey! 511 Teslas just took off. Turn off the vehicle! Sheriff's office!
The Tesla decides to pull over at this stop sign instead. The driver then starts to talk with the officer, but it's clear she's more than a little confused.
Hold it! Stay in the f***ing vehicle! 511, she's getting out. Come here! Come here! Stand in front of my patrol vehicle right now. Right now! Ma'am!
Sorry, what are you accusing me of?
Ma'am?
Yeah?
You need to come over here right now.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to. You're running from me.
I did not. I'm right here.
This is already one of the strangest traffic stops this officer will have ever made, and it's only about to get weirder.
511, she's refusing to comply. Get out of the vehicle.
You got me up, bro. I own this.
Actively resisting. Get out of the Get out of the vehicle! She's taking off! 5011, I'm in pursuit again. We're stopped again. Turn off the vehicle! Sheriff's office!
Stop me over. Oh my god, Dad! They're arresting
Stop
me!
resisting!
No, dude! What are you doing?
Don't fucking resist.
What are you doing, dude? You didn't even know me. Dad, they're arresting me.
Get on your
Dad! They had me on the floor! Dad! I don't know what I did! What am I doing?
Footage like this can often feel distressing, until you realize it's caused by nothing other than the suspect's own incompetence. This girl intentionally ignored order after order from the officer and fled the scene multiple times. If she doesn't know what she did wrong, that's entirely her fault. Maybe that's the reason she's screaming for her father so much, something she continues to do long after being detained.
No, this is what happens when you flee and then you kick me.
I didn't flee and I didn't kick you.
So those lights and sirens mean nothing? We're just out here.
Can I call my father?
No.
He owns the island.
5011, you can release the air.
Call my father.
I'm not calling your dad.
Then what are you gonna do?
How old are you? I'm 24. Okay, 24, we don't need to call your dad.
You could have killed someone.
Yes, you could
Yeah, I could have killed you too, but you're alive, right?
Something is clearly very wrong with this girl. Whether it's alcohol, drugs, or simply an incredibly corrupt worldview, the cops aren't sure, but they're bent on finding out.
What's happening?
I have a she's sick one, I can smell it.
Yeah, I know.
What did I do?
You ran from me.
You ran. 2.
Ran from what?
Him. How much? You know what? I'm not even going to ask you any questions. All right, you got her. I'm going to go ahead and pat her down.
Yeah.
Please call my dad.
No, listen.
No, I need my dad here before you do anything to me.
No, that's not how this works. You're 24 years old. Turn around.
I don't care.
Do you want to participate in standard field sobriety exercises to dispel my belief that you're driving under the influence?
Yes, of course I'm not. I'm not driving.
Ma'am, you need to listen to me.
I've been clean for 3 years.
All the signs are pointing to a break in this girl's sobriety streak. She's confused, distressed, and almost delirious. Just take a look at her expression and behavior as the cop tries to explain how horribly she's been acting.
Ma'am, the amount of lives that you just put at risk is ridiculous, okay? I have no sympathy for you right now. You could have easily killed someone. There are little kids that live in this neighborhood. The fact that you would run from me...
Walk up on him like that again.
You do not know how lucky you are you didn't kill someone.
That's how you got your empathy, right?
Alright, I don't know if we can do it, but she's resisting.
Yeah, no. Dad!
Despite briefly turning into a zombie, she's still able to yell for her father, who miraculously has now decided to turn up. But before they're able to talk to him, they want to secure the girl in their patrol vehicle. A task that turned out to be much harder than they expected.
Get in.
Dad!
We got resisting with violence.
You didn't tell me why you're putting me in the car. Because you were going to jail. Why? Jesus Christ.
Are you gonna calm down if you talk to your dad?
Yes. Please let me talk to my dad. Please. Please talk to my dad. Please.
She's obviously not going down easy, so the cops decide to finally let her talk to her dad to calm her down. But things went down totally differently to what they expected.
But why are they?
Copy 727451.
You've been drinking, and you were speeding.
was
And now the way you've acted, you've gotten yourself in a deep hole, and they're going to take you to jail. You're going to have to calm down. Huh? There's nothing I can do.
Just see why I
calm down. I'll get down there and see you when I can. I'll try to get down there tonight. But you can't start acting out. It's just going to get worse.
What did I do?
You know what you've done.
Dad, why are they upset?
You don't need to ask why. You don't need to do anything except know that you're going to jail and we'll deal with this tonight. Stop.
Why am I going to jail?
Because you were speeding, you ran stop signs.
Where was I speeding?
Well, that's probably.
This is 1429.
Well, do they know?
Often these rich entitled kids are the way they are because of their irresponsible parents. But with a father that acts like this, it's difficult to imagine how she ended up this way. Either way, after a conversation with her father, the girl calmed down and was taken to jail, where she was slapped with charges for DUI, reckless driving, fleeing police, and resisting arrest with violence. There seems to be a common trait of these entitled girls driving drunk, because that's exactly what this next girl got caught doing. But she did a much worse job of hiding it.
Stop screaming.
They tell him to give me my phone. You know who the I am. We have dealt with this shit. Give me my phone.
Stop screaming, ma'am.
Okay, well tell him to stop with me. Leave me alone. I hear your dog. I know who the you are.
Okay, well,
trust me.
Who am I then?
Then I've dealt with you and your partner when you dealt with.
Screaming right
okay, then tell him to leave me the alone.
This girl was approached by a bar owner after he spotted her trying to drive away after drinking far too much. As you can tell, she was not too happy with this and started to get extremely angry with the owner, who proceeded to call the cops.
You're not going to drive.
So who's gonna drive me? Who's
I don't know.
telling
You
me
need
that?
to get an Uber or something like that.
You
Drunk
wanna
and
follow?
you're not going to drive.
I'm not drunk at all.
Okay.
Do you want to follow me home?
No, I can smell the alcohol coming off.
Why don't you follow me home? We've already dealt with each other before. Just follow me home.
Well, you're under the influence, and we're not going to follow you home. You need to find a ride.
This is ridiculous, dude. This is so hilarious. No, I'm gonna get my phone. I'm trying to get my phone.
You just about fell into me.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna get my phone.
Okay.
Is that okay? Or are you gonna shoot me? Are you gonna shoot me?
Her keys aren't in there. Okay.
My keys are not in there. Are you gonna shoot me when I get my phone out of that shit?
Put your hand behind your
Behind my back for what?
You're under arrest for disorderly conduct. Persistent.
Arrest me. You tried to arrest me.
Right now.
Arrest me then. Arrest
You are
me.
under arrest.
Arrest me. Please arrest me.
This girl went down much easier, but continued to kick off after being put in cuffs.
Have a seat in there.
Have a seat.
Have a
No,
seat.
not until I know.
No. Right now you're under arrest, okay? You
You're
need to
gonna
have
get a
a seat in
charge
this car
of
before you
resisting
get
arrest.
additional charges.
Hey,
Have a seat in
Jim.
this
Get in the
car.
car.
Get more
Going three.
Get in the.
Going three.
If you get in the car, you can tell him.
Stay over there. Okay.
Put your
We'll
feet
talk
in.
to you in a second. Just hang out up there.
Put your feet in.
Watch your knees.
No, not until I know
Put
when
your
I
feet
can
in.
get. Not until I know when I can get my shit done.
Put your feet in.
I don't care.
After being taken back to the station, the girl was charged with disorderly conduct and taken to court where she pleaded guilty. She was fined $100 for the trouble she caused. At least she didn't end up becoming violent though, a stark contrast to the actions of this girl from Georgia. At around 4 a.m. on the 11th of August 2021, 3 officers were called to an apartment complex on a disturbance call. When they arrived, they found 3 women outside. Things started to escalate quickly.
Girl, don't play with me. Fuck wrong with you, girl. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Bitch, I don't give a fuck.
It's 4 o'clock in the
Girl,
morning. We're
bitch,
not
I
yelling
don't
back
care.
and forth.
Bitch, I don't care. It don't matter about no going back and forth. She's grown as fuck.
Okay,
fuck
well-
wrong with you, yeah. Man, girl, I don't,
stand over
man,
here.
sir, don't
Go
tell
stand
me
over
what I
here.
do. Don't tell, sir,
Yes,
don't
I'm
tell
telling
me
you
what
what
I
to do.
do.
Because right now
Sir,
I'm telling you what to do.
Sir, I'm not locked up and I'm not doing nothing illegal. Don't tell
You
me
are
what
doing
to do.
something
No,
illegal.
what I'm doing. What I'm doing.
You are being disorderly right now.
Baby, I'm not being illegal. The
This
same
is
man that's
disorderly.
coming. No, baby, no, I'm not.
All right, well, then come stand by this car.
Because you're not going to corrupt me to know this one car.
Well, then sit down.
Your car. No,
Then
I
go
don't
stand
have
right
to
there.
sit down. I don't have to
Come
sit
sit
down.
right here.
I don't have to sit down. This is my
Then bring
right,
it down.
baby. This is my
That is
right.
not your right.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes,
You
it is.
cannot yell at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, baby. Okay, I
You
don't have
cannot
to
yell at
raise.
4 o'clock in
Okay,
the
I don't
morning.
have to raise at 4
Bring it
o'clock in
down.
the morning. Don't tell me what to do.
I can
this is
tell
my
you
right.
what to do.
No,
Yes,
you
I
cannot.
can.
No,
Yes,
you
I
cannot.
can.
No, you cannot. I called you out here, baby. You cannot tell me what to do.
This girl seems to be unaware of the fact that, at least when you're breaking the law, the cops are completely allowed to tell you what to do. If she doesn't realize this quickly, she might end up in a bad situation.
Stop acting like you can do something to me.
I can.
You
I
can't.
can 100%.
You cannot. You cannot. You cannot, baby. You cannot. You cannot. Stop acting like you can do something to me because I'm not doing nothing to violate. Yeah, keep
That's
laughing.
funny.
Keep laughing and I will record.
That's
And I'm going to record.
And I'm recording you.
But there, you need to relax.
I don't need to record, baby, nothing. But you keep telling me I need to relax. Relax off of what? Relax off of what?
Because you can go to jail for disorderly conduct.
Okay, disorderly conduct, but what am I doing?
You're yelling at 4 in the morning.
It's 4 in the morning and you're drunk.
Yes, it does matter.
Well, okay, wait, do the blow test, make me walk, and do everything
I don't
else.
have to. It's because-
Okay,
it's because
okay,
you're
it
acting
doesn't
very-
matter. It doesn't matter. You called up a response that doesn't matter. It does, and I'm recording this right now. It
That's
doesn't
fine.
matter.
It's recorded as
Okay,
well.
it doesn't matter.
You're acting very
no,
You have
it
to
doesn't-
stop talking for a second.
Okay,
She's just trying to go to jail is what she's trying
Yeah,
to do.
that's what she's trying to do. Do not let her stress you out.
I don't give a damn. I don't
Like, why are you talking to the officers like that? They came out to save you.
Oh, God.
There's obviously been a disagreement with the 2 other girls at the house, but they're completely fine with sending her on her way and letting her sleep this off. But for some reason, this girl just wants to keep pushing buttons and making things worse.
Make sure you have my money. Make sure you have my money. Okay, I'm walking off your premises. I'm walking off your premises. No, I'm going to jail for what?
Yeah, disorderly
For disorderly conduct. Make sure
swing at me.
I'm not swinging at you. Make sure you have my phone. Make sure you have my phone. Make sure you have my phone. And I'm walking to the car. Man, I'm walking to your car. I'm walking to your car. I'm walking to your car. Don't fucking set me up. Don't fucking set me up, bitch. You going to jail, oh. Fuck wrong with you, you dumbass bitch. Fuck wrong with you, ho? Don't fucking jacking me, bitch. Stop jacking me, ho. Stop fucking jacking me, bitch. Stop jacking me, ho.
As you'd expect, the girl went straight to jail after this, where she was charged with 1 count of disorderly conduct and 1 count of felony obstruction. If you enjoy true crime videos like this, make sure you're subscribed to see more.